little trailer remodel today, so I thought I'd show you where I'm at, just kind of halfway through my bedroom. So this was the headboard that was behind the bed. Pretty thin. What I'm likely going to do is pick up some fabric and either some batting or some foam, wrap it around, raise it up a little bit higher, because what I put in here was a standard size queen bed, and this is meant more for it's a king, but it's meant for a shorter box. So I want to give it as much room at the head as possible. Right now though, I'm going to remove the header piece over the top of the slide so I can replace it with something a lot more tasteful looking. So slip my shoes off here, hop on up on the bed and start taking that down. So there are a few buttons here, so it's pretty easy. Just pop these guys off, and right behind that you're gonna have a screw head. So I always like to leave the center one in, take that off last just so we remove them in a balanced way. Oh, there goes one. So before I go and get that wood, we are going to peek and see what's behind here, because sometimes the wood is salvageable, but thought I'd show you guys how to do it anyway. So it's pretty basic. You can use hammer, just go along and loosen everything up. They're only tacked in, so they come off pretty easily. Oops, doesn't slide for me. See, just a bunch of little tacks. Bring this up. Move along the edge. All right, it's that easy. So now we've got the fabric to deal with. What you can do is go along here and take out every single staple, or you can do what I like to do, and you can shortcut that. Just take a razor blade. Actually, it's not looking too bad so far. We may be able to salvage this thing. I'm going to finish removing this, and then we're going to see what it looks like with all the fabric off, and just kind of go from there. Boom, all removed. All right, let's see how this is looking. We've got a pretty clean looking piece of wood, to be honest. In fact, got one nail in here to remove. Check that out. Wow, that is rather surprising. You know, I think my plan just changed, and for today we are actually going to just reuse this and see how it looks once we get a little bit of stain on it. So what I'm actually going to use today is a product that Behr makes. It's a decorative wax, and it's actually pretty dark colored. They do make a clear white wax. I don't like it. I personally make my own just out of beeswax and olive oil. It works a lot better, but for the time being, this works. So I'm going to hop back up on the bed. A wiser woman would probably use something to protect her blankets, but I like to wing it sometimes. I'm actually going to, instead of reusing these screws, because I don't want this screw head sticking out with this kind of button washer on it, I'm just going to use standard wood screws. I just make sure that they match approximately. You can be a tad shorter, but when you're doing anything in a trailer, I wouldn't go any longer, because you don't know what you're going to pierce through if you try. check this out. What a huge difference that makes. So if you're thinking about replacing the piece over your bed or over any slide out, it's really just that easy.